Hello, Keith Rucker here at VintageMachinery.org. Guys, this Friday video, I don't really have any shop content that I can put out for you today, and I started to just not post anything, but anytime I don't post a video, I start getting emails making sure I'm okay, what's wrong, whatever. So I thought I would just put a few things out here because there are a couple of little announcements or whatever I can make, if nothing else, kind of keeping you guys up to speed of what's going on. So first off, yes, just don't have any shop content to share with you guys this week. A couple of weeks ago was Thanksgiving. We were kind of doing a lot of family stuff then, and then the week after that, which was this past week, I had to go on a trip with my family. I say I had to. We had a trip with my in-laws, my wife's family. They were celebrating their 57th anniversary, and they were kind enough to invite my wife and myself and her sister and her husband along on a little family trip. And we went and was gone for several days, enjoying ourselves, having a good time. But that was, of course, time out of the shop. So I wasn't able to get out here and make content, etc. This coming week, or actually, I say this coming week, by the time you guys see it, it'll be over. But for me, the upcoming week, when I would normally have time to put stuff together, again, I'm traveling this time. As you guys are probably aware, when I retired from my full-time job a year and a half ago, I started it's probably been a little over half a year ago, I started working a half-time job outside of the shop. And this coming week, I actually have to be in Washington, D.C. for a conference that we have going on related to that. So that's, again, got me out of the shop. So almost 3 weeks straight of I've had a little bit of shop time, but not a lot during that period of time. And I've ran out of content and I don't have anything really ready to go. The good news is when I get back from this next trip, yes, we got the holidays coming up, Christmas, New Year's, all that, but I should have a good bit of time that I can spend in the shop and kind of get caught up, and also maybe you can get a little bit ahead with some video stuff so that when I have some traveling coming up after the first of the year, you won't have to listen to me making excuses as to why I don't have any videos out. But that's kind of where we are today. There are a couple of quick announcements I do want to take an opportunity to mention here before we do that, though. First off, I have a scraping class coming up. And it's going to be January, 9th through 11th, which is over a weekend. And right now, I've got I think 2 or maybe 3 open slots in there that we're needing students to come in and take that class. If you are interested in participating in a hand scraping class, let me know. Shoot me an email. Again, my preferred way of contact. This is where you will get a response. If you send a reply to a message on YouTube, or if you send me something on social media, I may or may not see it, but if you send me an email, I will see it. So if you're interested in taking that class, again, January 9th through 11th, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know it's right after the first of the year, and it's a lot of people, it's not a good time, but that's just when it would work out to do a class. It will be over a weekend, but if you want to come in, it's a great opportunity to do some hand scraping, learn how to do some hand scraping in a classroom type setting, and get some good real world experience. I've had some videos here recently where I've had some really high level, just talking about what we do in those classes. But basically, we will teach hand scraping only. We'll actually be scraping in one of my 18-inch straight edges. You will get that as part of the class, and that will be one of your projects that you can take home with you when the class is over. So again, if you're interested or want to do that, or if you just want to get put on my list to be notified when I do classes, you can also send me an email, and I will do that. And just so you'll know, whenever I do scraping classes, usually I have a list of people that have said they're interested. I will contact the people on the list first. And most of the time, the classes get filled up before I even make an announcement like this. This time, again, with it being right after the beginning of the new year, it's just not a good time for a lot of people to kind of take some more time off if they got to take a day or two off to get here or what have you. So understand completely. I realize it's not the best time for most folks, but we do have a couple of empty spots there if you want to come out for that. So again, shoot me an email, and if you're interested in that, and I can send you the details, and you can decide whether you want to take the class or not. Also, I'm over here standing by this Landis cylindrical grinder. And this is a machine that I have pretty much decided that I need to move out of the shop. It's something that I really haven't utilized since I brought it in a couple of years ago. I thought I was going to have some jobs to do with this. Actually, I've needed cylindrical grinding on some stuff, mostly doing some tapers. And while this machine will do tapers, it's limited on how steep of a taper it'll do. And because of that, I had some jobs that I had to do that I actually ended up getting that little Brown Sharp number 13 tool grinder, which will do cylindrical grinding. It doesn't do, this is actually a much larger, more capable machine in many ways, but the other machine is just really more suited for what I need it for. That makes this machine surplus for me, and I really need to move it along. So if anybody is interested in a nice cylindrical grinder here, this is a 10-inch swing on it. I think 12-inch long. You can put between centers or in a chuck. This one has a 6-jaw chuck on it right now. You can also do it between centers. This is kind of like a lathe for grinding the outside diameter of a part to get a really nice precision finish on it. They're extremely handy for high precision work. This particular one here too also has this arm that'll come down, and I'm not going to bring it all the way down right now, but you can put a grinding wheel in this and do internal grinding as well as OD grinding. So it'll be both the outside diameter as well as inside diameter grinding, depending on how you have it set up. It's completely hydraulic. It does work. I've never really used it in the time that I've had it. I got this machine from the shop that I used to work in when I was working as a machinist over almost 40 years ago. They didn't have this machine in the shop when I was there, but I bought it from the guy that I used to work for. He used this machine quite a bit, but the job that he was using it for, he no longer was doing that particular job, and he sold it to me. I anticipated I was going to be able to utilize this more than I have, and like I said, I just need the space. I need the space in my shop, and I just really need to move it along to someone else that's interested in it. So again, if you're interested in this, also send me an email. Right down here below is the details on how to contact me on this. I will again send you the information. I got a little video showing it in operation and all that you can take a look at. The only issue that I'm aware of with this machine is the coolant pump on it is frozen up, which is not uncommon. Those coolant pumps because they're in the water all the time, they will freeze up. You very well may be able to take it apart, throw some new bearings in it, and it go back to working. You may also have to put a new pump in here. The good news is that coolant pumps are fairly inexpensive. This one has a really nice cast iron metal pump in it right now, but you can get just something to pump coolant. Nothing fancy there at all. That's the only thing that I'm aware of that is wrong with this machine. Like I said, I've never actually used it on a job, but I have fired it up and ran it, and it works. And again, talking to my former boss that I bought it from, he used it on some production jobs, but like I said, they just were no longer making that part, and he needed to get rid of it. I bought it from him, and now I've decided I kind of need to move it along as well. So would very much like to get this out of the way so that we can kind of get some things moved around here and make things a little bit better in my shop. So that's it for today, guys. I know that's not a lot, and I know there's no real content in here, me working in the shop. I am very much ready to get back out here working in the shop, but I got another week that I got to do, take care of some business, but hopefully be back out here making some chips and working on some stuff. I got a long list of things that are needing to be done, and I've kind of got in progress. I am still waiting to get my castings back from the foundry to do the piston rings for the Stoker engine. Hopefully, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that they're going to get those done here in the next week or so. I know that they actually have been doing a big brass job, so they haven't been pouring iron the last couple of weeks, but they're hopefully going to be finishing that brass job up here pretty soon and get back over to pouring iron. And as soon as they get back to pouring iron, they'll get the blanks to make those piston rings done pretty quickly. And I'm hoping that I can get that Stoker engine wrapped up maybe by the end of this year, if not the very first of next year. But I'm ready to get that one moved on out the door and get focused on some other jobs that we have that need to be coming up. So guys, with that, that's a wrap for the day. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Those thumbs up and comments are always greatly appreciated. Please hit that bell icon up there to get notifications when new videos are posted. Big, huge thank you to those who support the site financially through Patreon, PayPal, and YouTube memberships. And with that, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll catch you on the next video. Again, as always, thanks for watching.